All right, this is the fourth game in our series. It takes you behind the scenes of MP's quest to prove he's the best player in his position in the league. How you feeling ahead of this one?
9 out of 10.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what if I told you Mom's back on social?
You know what? 8 out of 10. Yeah, love Mom, but I can pick my own battles. But, what she said this time?
Some fan was talking trash, saying you can't defend. Mom jumps in, she calls him a casual, and say you're going to shut down your matchup tonight.
A casual?
Yep.
Right. She's been learning a lot of new vocab since she's been online.
She has been spending a lot of time on the socials.
Well, guess I can't let Mom down. So, if she says I'm gonna lock up my matchup, then that's what I'm gonna do. This one's for you, Ma. Again.
MP, what's going on?
What's up, MP?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And, guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. In the backcourt, we'll see Van Vliet and Thompson. Durant is out there with Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the center position. And for the Jazz, Lauri Markkanen is out there with Filipowski. Then there's lights out. Then it's George. And it's Kessler in at the center. And talk about competitive spirit. MP has come out and, in essence, dedicated this season to winning his own matchups.
Well, when you make a declaration the way MP did, you wonder how your team will react. Because sometimes a goal helps inspire everyone, but it can also serve as a distraction. In this case, it's the former. And MP has been locking his man down, and this team has been playing well.
TB, what a big game we've got tonight. These teams have been red hot.
Oh, Kev, they are both so confident right now. Tough to predict a game like this. Somebody's going to get knocked off stride tonight, and all I can tell you is I'm here for it.
And so George will bring it up for Utah. The question for them right now, can they maintain this winning streak? They've notched 11 in a row.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
Here's lights out following the score by Houston. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. So for the Jazz, their last game, a win against Sacramento. Pass to Eason. Off target from outside.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Castle's screen on Durant. Good. And it's 9 points for lights out.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
Here's Durant. Scores off the crossover.
Well, Kevin Durant has an ability to put the ball on the deck and finish off the drive. Prime example there.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Back over to you, Kevin.
And Allie, thanks so much.
A nice rhythm jump shot for Kevin Durant. How many of those do you think he's taken in his lifetime?
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. They trail by 3. To the inside. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
And a quick review looking at some numbers here for Markkanen. He's averaging 10 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, hard to find a more respected vet in this league than point guard Fred VanVleet. The heady vet will now also guide the Players Union in his new role of president, replacing C.J. McCollum. As a guy who went from being undrafted to an all-star to signing a max contract, he can certainly relate to most every player in the league.
He has come a long way. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. Here's lights out. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Kessler passes to lights out. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Houston. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
A nice shot by Katie.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Pass to lights out. Now, Filipowski. He's covered by Eason. Durant with a wide open look. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
The 19-foot shot, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Let's take a second to see the teams that have been the toughest inside this season so far. In third, the Rockets.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Yet another monster night for Kevin Durant, one of the best scoring forwards in the history of the game.
Here's lights out. He's covered by Thompson. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to lights out. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. The shot by Filipowski, no good. Katie against Markkanen. Durant down low. He's got 14, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's lights out. He's covered by Thompson. The Jazz working the ball around now. On the wing, Markkanen. Pass to George. The Jazz with another miss. Houston leading by 9. Here's Thompson. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's ready to talk things through with them. The Rockets making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Here's lights out. He's got 12. Hits it from three-point range.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Durant feeling it out a bit. And KD throws it down.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Now Kevin Durant after the missed three from lights out. Here's the three, and there's KD. That's good on the assist by Thompson. Durant's got 19 points.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Pass the lights out. To the middle. Here's Filipowski. Takes it off the glass.
Oh, terrific pass right there. Your teammate just walks right into it.
Rockets leading by 11. Out left to the wing. Eason gets a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Eason's got 6 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's lights out. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. For the picked by Markkanen. Releases. Lights out with the bucket. He's got 17.
Boy, remarkable how efficient he's been scoring the ball. He feels good right now.
Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Warriors in San Francisco. And Greg, these boys veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
So on the floor for Houston, they've got Dorian Finney-Smith. He's out there with Şengün, and it's Holiday in at the 1. Lights out, misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Smith kicks to Durant. Pass to Okogie. And here is Şengün. Shot clock at 5. There's the triple. Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
And he knocks it down. Good looking three there from Lights Out. Lights Out's got 20 points.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
And here's KD for 3. The Rockets again can't hit. Jazz trail by 15. To the wing right side. Here's Lights Out. Makes good on the step-back jumper. He's got 22.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Şengün with a wide open look. The Rockets with another miss. They swipe it. Smith outside. Pass to Okogie. Durant in the corner, trying to end the drought. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Lights out with the bucket.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Durant raising up.
Kevin Durant just understands how to find the open spots on the floor. His scoring line, proof of him getting to the efficiency we always look to.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Collier comes in for Bailey. The Rockets also changing it up. Tari Eason's checked in for Okogie. And Thompson in for Smith.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Thompson surveying the floor. Pass to Şengün. Here is Durant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Kyle Filipowski's checked in for the Jazz. And a change for the Rockets. Van Vliet's checked in. Here's Filipowski. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from lights out. Houston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Durant, no good. Utah's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's lights out. He's covered by Thompson. Nothing going down low on the shot from lights out. Thompson with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Van Vliet. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Jazz. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kept alive. Outside for George. And stolen by Eason. Shoots over Filipowski. Good on the baseline, Jay. Durant's got 8 points in the quarter. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Houston.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition. Racking up steal after steal. Just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense. Forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from lights out. Rockets have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. KD can't get it to go.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
From 18 feet away, and again it's Utah.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. To the right side. Lights out, passes to Kessler. Pocket 6. Right wing from about 19 feet. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets leading by 11. KD passes to Easton. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Pass to Eason. Back to KD. To the paint. Here's Şengün. Kessler with the rebound.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
And stolen by Thompson. Here's Eason. Defended by George. And Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
Here's lights out. The Jazz with another miss.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Thompson with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, there's a resemblance in Alperen Şengün's game. Coach DUKEZ said he's got a little bit of Joker in him. That's the first thing you'll see. Şengün acknowledged the comparison, adding our passing skills and touch under the rim is similar, but Joker is like monster level. I want to get to that level. Back to you.
He is clearly on the rise. Thank you, Allie. Houston making a switch here. Capella's checked in. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And finished off by KD.
Yeah, that's the size and reach of Kevin Durant at the rim. Yes, sir.
Shoots the three. Lights out, misses. Rockets leading by 15. KD on the wing. Van Vliet wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. Van Vliet's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, I mean, listen, Fred Van Vliet, you can practically close his eyes. That's how comfortable he is out on the arc.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's his first foul. "24 seconds left in the second quarter. Lights out, passes to Filipowski. Nice ball movement by Utah. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Capella.
And they've been just a little too casual with the basketball. It continues to haunt them.
Durant's shot is good.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Over to the left wing. Lights out. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Rockets. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. Back to the action in just a minute.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
You know, for the Rockets, they've had some hiccups early on, but I don't think that takes away from the potential of this team. With their talent and coaching, they could easily mount a challenge for the top spot before it's over.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Houston Rockets.
Anytime they snip.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Rockets leading by 21. Walker Kessler is out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then there's Markkanen. Then there's Lights Out, and it's George in the point guard. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. Pass to Thompson. And here's KD for three. Utah with the rebound.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Houston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough. Length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
Durant finds Eason. Now Van Vliet. Durant down low. And the shot goes in. KD's got 38 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
With the step back, here's Lights Out, and he uses the glass on the layup. Lights Out's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He is just self-willing, his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Here's Durant, and he banks in the layup.
Oh, he's been a man on a mission, and there's nothing that's slowing him down.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's lights out. He's covered by Thompson. Filipowski with it. 5 on the clock. Here's Markkanen. Pops in the layup for 2.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gates. Just keep your rhythm now.
Here's Durant. And KD throws it down.
Well, Kevin Durant not about to settle for any low percentage shot. My goodness, with authority.
Pass to George. For 3. Offensive rebound. Here's lights out. Here's Kessler. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Kessler's got his second basket of the game. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Van Vliet outside. No good with the triple. Jazz trailed by 21. On the wing, Markkanen. Offline with his 3. On the wing, Thompson. He's got 8. That one falls. Thompson's got 10 points.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
And now we go to our rookie leaderboard to get a check on the players at the top of the freshman class in assists over the last 10 games. You look at lights out, an uncommonly gifted passer leading the league in assists.
And those are some of the finest passers the rookie class has to offer. I mean, that's some great company. I think he'd like to stay right in that mix.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Out to Thompson. The tray. The rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And stolen by Thompson. Left side, KD. Here's Van Vliet. Easton passes to Thompson. Over Kessler. No good off the back of the rim. Jazz trail by 20. Pass to lights out. Kessler the screen. And the 3 is knocked down. Deep ball good and a nice shot from lights out.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Now here's Durant. For 3, Van Vliet. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Down low. Here's Filipowski. Lights out passes to Filipowski. Can't hit from in close.
Boy, that is how you protect the rim. That is A-plus defense.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Inside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Thompson. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they moved the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
Rockets leading by 17. Easton, a screen on George. Durant kicks to Thompson. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. The rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Filipowski passes to lights out. To the middle. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Kessler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
We are talking 7 foot, 245 pounds. You better be able to finish it, Mr. Kessler.
Pass to Durant. Back to Eason. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Takes a 3. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Lights Out.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Pass to Eason. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Bailey's checked in for Markkanen. And Kessler throws it down.
Exactly what Kessler does off every miss. Go pursue the basketball and get the opportunity for a second chance.
Thompson with it. Now guarded by Lights Out. Thompson with the bucket.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Bailey passes to Lights Out. To the left side wing. Here's Filipowski. Finney-Smith defending. Just 5 to shoot. Lights Out passes to Filipowski. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got his 6th rebound on the night. Şengün with the screen for Durant. Took the wide by Houston.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Here's George. Lays it up off the glass. George has got his first 2 points.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Smith dishes to Thompson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Right side, Kevin Durant. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz trail by 10. Here's Lights Out. Non-stop scoring machine here.
Boy, he was anticipating a little bit more defensive pressure, and that's one you think he's going to make.
Here's Durant. Durant going to work inside.
We call that the ultimate high percentage look for one of the most efficient scorers ever. KD in the house.
Here's Lights Out. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. And KD's got the ball here for the Rockets. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
Looking now at some numbers for Durant. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. He's averaging 30 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Walker Kessler. And it's Collier in for Keontae George.
Now, Dorian Finney-Smith has the ability up, and he does so there.
Here's Lights Out, covered by Smith. And another one!
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And so it's Houston with it. It's a 10-point game. To Kobe. The 3. The rebound by the Jazz.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Nurkic against Capella. Here's Lights Out. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Lights Out's got 54 points.
This is why you love Nurkic. This guy is an exceptional passer.
Pass to Capella. Holiday. We've got 1:28 left in the third. They set the screen. Shot clock at 3. Smith, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Lights Out, and there's another one for the Jazz. And here are the Rockets now. 6-point lead. And here's Holiday. Scoreless thus far. Crafty move. There's the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
And good! He hits it again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Jacks up a 3. Smith missing again. Utah's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Hits it again. Wow!
And what's another 60-burger to him? I mean, you can almost expect it from him at this point.
And he is now within distance of the most 60-point games in a single season. He could do it. Here's lights out. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. And I know I speak for all of us when I say it. Durant's checked in for the Rockets. Thompson comes in for Shepard. Here's lights out. Drills it from outside.
All night. He just won't let up.
Rockets leading by 3. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Alperon Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Durant. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Okogie in at the shooting guard.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Back to Filipowski. George passes the lights out. Shot clock at 6. And Utah again with the bucket.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Durant, the pass to Şengün. Houston moving the ball around. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, the silky smooth 3 from KD.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's lights out. And another one falls. Amazing.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Outside Durant. Screen by Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Well, Durant's such a tough cover in the pick and roll. He will take what the defense gives him. In that instance, nice pass.
Pass to lights out. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 7th assist in the game.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. For the Rockets, Tari Eason comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Josh Okogie. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team. How bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Houston in the lead. VanVleet passes to Thompson. Here's Şengün. And it's sent back by Kessler. Back to Markkanen. To take the lead. And again, it's Utah. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Utah?
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this.
The ruling on the floor stands.
You in closer detail, what concept? Constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor. And again for three.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the fourth most threes in a single game. And Thompson gets it to go. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Here's lights out. Now Kessler. That one is good.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Outside Durant. And another one falls. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Now Kessler. Here's lights out. Outside, Markkanen. Fires the three. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the three.
There you go, Mr. Markkanen. Step up in a massive way when your team needs you.
Rockets trail. Up top, Durant. Defended by George. He got it again. Sensational.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. George with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Markkanen misses the three. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Durant. Layup, no good.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Here's lights out. He's covered by Thompson. It's tipped and stolen by Thompson. Now Durant. Outside, Van Vliet. Şengün. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a...
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 4. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul. Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
And now they foul and stop the clock. It's the first that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Connecting at the charity stripe, so important. Now you are up 3.
Stolen by Thompson. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can handle the second. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg.
Okay, all right. Ma, it's not about me. It's not. I think it's funny, I do, but you're putting the team in a weird spot. Now everybody's got to answer questions about you. It's kind of a distraction for us.
I know. I'm sorry. It's just hard for me to see people talk about you like that.
Yeah, I know, but there's a lot of idiots out there, okay? When they get an NBA player's mom to respond on social, it's like literally the greatest moment of their lives. And now that I'm at this level, we just can't give them the satisfaction.
Well, they should be embarrassed then.
They should, but they're not. Okay, so listen, if you're not gonna stay off social, then you gotta ignore them. I mean, isn't that what you taught me growing up anyway?
Sounds like something your father would say. I taught you to hit back twice as hard so they don't try you again.
That only works in real life, Ma. The more you engage with these internet trolls, the more of them climb out of their little holes and they attach to you.
Okay, I hear you. I won't go on social anymore. Hey, I'll even delete my account if that'll make you happy.
Hey, that'd be great.
Then consider it done. I love you, MP.
I love you too, Ma. Talk soon.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. This game could be like a tennis match, Grant, with the ball racing from one side of the court to the other.
Yeah, B.A., you can get whiplash watching these teams run up and down the floor. They like to get it and go without any hesitation.
So the Houston starting five. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Alperen Sengun out there with Tari Eason, and it's Van Vliet in at the one spot. Now here's George. Over to the left wing. Pass to Lights Out. Money from 17 feet out.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Thompson outside. Up top, Sengun. Houston working the ball around. Here's Van Vliet. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Pass to Collier. Here's Lights Out. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. George, no good. The Rockets on offense. Eason, pass to Van Vliet. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Van Vliet's got his second basket of the game. Pass to Lights Out. Puts up a deep three. The long distance three is buried.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
Now here's Eason. 10 points in his last outing. And here's Van Vliet. Let's go with a three. And it's Niang with the rebound. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Collier. After the basket by Houston. Here's Lights Out. And it's Utah scoring again.
Well, great decision there. Kicking it out to a ready shooter.
Now here's Van Vliet. Tight defense on him. No dice from 9 feet.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Lights Out, no good. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
You look at the Houston Rockets, already one of the most physically imposing teams in the league last season, and they got even bigger, signing Clint Capella, of course, the trade for Kevin Durant, and bringing back Steven Adams. They're a team that nobody looks forward to facing, guys.
Leveraging that tall timber. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Now here's Eason, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. To the middle. Here's Sengun. And Sengun, throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Sengun. I love when he goes up with power.
Pass to Lights Out from behind the arc. It's hauled in by Houston.
That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up empty.
Thompson passes to Van Vliet. Thompson with a screen. Van Vliet misses.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, The team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Here's lights out, guarded by Durant. George against Van Vliet. George, good. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Here's Thompson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Pass to lights out from the arc. And again for 3.
Well, folks, if you haven't been following his story since coming into the league, for all-time NBA rookies, he's now 5th place in three-pointers made.
He's worked on his craft, improved even in his short time here in his rookie season. He's got that beautiful touch from deep, and that's not the only way he can score, that's for sure. Lights out, that's good.
And he's 5 of 7, getting into a nice rhythm offensively.
Thompson outside. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Pass to lights out. It's George on the wing. Here's Niang. Here's Sensabaugh. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. There's the 3. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Van Vliet. Durant's got 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And it's Utah with the ball. After Houston's three-pointer on the other end. Lights out. That's good.
Oh, fantastic start from the field for him. 6 for 8.
And so Durant will bring it up for the Rockets. Trailing by 2. Van Vliet outside. Thompson outside. Pass to Şengün. Clock at 4. Shoots over Collier. Another one falls for Houston. The Jazz have gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. Lights out, the pass to Niang. Banked it in off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 2.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Pass to lights out. Oh, got a piece of it. Thompson with a steal. Here's Durant. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Out to the wing. There's the screen. Here's lights out. Nails it from beyond the arc. 18 points for him.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Now here's Durant. He's got 12. Pass to Eason. Rebounded by lights out. Utah leading. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's lights out. He's got 18. And the basket is good. Lights out's got 20 points.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. How much tinkering do you think coaches are still doing at this point in the season, Stan?
Well, plenty, believe me. Even if you're undefeated, there's always room for improvement. And now is when you want to start to make those adjustments.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Niang. Anderson comes in for Sensabaugh. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Collier. And Bailey subbed in for George. Now here's Anderson. To the left side wing. Here's lights out. Another 3 for Utah.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Rockets trail by 6. Here's Shepard. Smith outside. There's a screen to halt the run. Rebounded by Nurkic. Utah with the ball. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Lights Out. Unloads. Anderson gets the bucket. And it's an 8-point Jazz lead.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Here's Shepard. No points yet. Smith passes to Finney-Smith. Here's Shepard, and here's Capella, defended by Nurkic. Right wing, the three, Smith. The shot off that time. Jazz leading by 8. Here's Lights Out. Give him 23. Anderson with a screen. And that one drops for him. Lights Out's got 25 points.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So for the Rockets, Halper and Şengün's checked in for Capella, and Holiday subbed in for Shepard. Now here's Holiday. Smith in the high post. Holiday with the ball. Guarded now by Anderson. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Pass to Şengün. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Şengün's got his second basket on the night.
And that's where Şengün does the majority of his scoring. I mean, he's a problem down low.
Here's Lights Out. He's covered by Holiday. Lights Out, the pass to Bailey. Clock at 6. Pass to Lights Out. To the wing on the left. Here's Nurkic. That one drops for him. And the Jazz lead by 10.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Now here's Holiday. Okogie on the wing. Back to Holiday. Deflected.
Well, he's so smart out there. Anderson always seems to be in the right spot to make a play, and that time gets all ball.
Here's Lights Out. He's got 25. Pass to Nurkic. Over to the wing, and here's Bailey for 3. Nurkic. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now it's a 12-point Jazz lead.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up.
And so it's Utah going into the break up 12. And the 3 ball has been huge in building this lead. We'll be back in a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball, neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Utah.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. We've got Smith, Jae'Sean Tate out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Josh Okogie, and it's Şengün in at the 5. To the inside. Utah with the rebound. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Takes the 3. Lights Out. That's good. Lights Out's got 34 points.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
And over the 5 decades of the Jazz franchise history, almost half of those years, they were coached by the great Jerry Sloan.
Well, the Jazz were a team that took on Jerry Sloan's toughness and a willingness to fight at all times. Those days are in the past, but they still echo in Utah.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Back to you, Brian.
They are bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's what Utah's going with right now. Filipowski comes in for Markkanen. And it's George in for Bailey. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Shepard, he's checked in for Tate. George left side. It's George on the wing. Pass to Lights Out. The rebound by Shepard.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Sends it home from three-point land. Shepard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Utah moving the ball around. Lights Out. Rockets with a rebound. Rockets trail by 20. Pass to Finney-Smith. Smith outside. Okogie on the wing. Three-pointer. The shot won't fall.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's George. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. George has got his second bucket on the night.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
Smith passes to Şengün. To the right side. Şengün, a screen on George. And it's Shepard missing. Jazz leading by 22. Here's Lights Out. And the layup is good off the glass. Lights Out's got 38 points.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
A nice shot by Smith.
If Smith plays bigger than his size, he's got great bounce, and it helps him make plays there on the inside.
Pass to Lights Out. The three ball. And the three-pointer goes. Lights Out's got 41.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Smith passes to Şengün. Here's Shepard. Fires for three. Gets the three to fall. Shepard's got 6 points.
Well, Shepard can really spin it from distance, and he doesn't need a lot of room to launch it.
Pass to Lights Out for three. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Shepard. George defending. Smith outside. That three's off the mark.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Takes a step back. Pass to Collier. Now Filipowski, covered by Smith. For three, Collier. They get the rebound. Lights Out, the pass to Kessler. And it's good. 2 points.
Well, when you have the size Kessler has, you just want them to keep giving you the ball inside like that.
Şengün, a screen on George. And it's Shepard missing. The Jazz shooting a sensational 78% from the field in this game. Lights Out. Connects again from distance.
Defenses around the NBA have to deal with his three-point marksmanship, and he's already proven in his rookie year there's very little you can do to slow him down.
It's been a lot of fun to watch him expand his skills this season. And lo and behold, he now holds the 4th spot all time for three-pointers in a rookie campaign. Pass to Collier. And he lobs it up top. Here's Lights Out. Kicks it to George. And here's Kessler. Lights Out. The pass to Kessler. Again, Utah good for two.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Şengün, a screen on George. Inside to stop the drought. Şengün, no good.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for him right now. Well, for him, this has been a quarter to forget. He is not helping them close the gap.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Here's Shepard. Houston with another miss.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Here's lights out. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Şengün against Kessler. For three, Smith. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Pass to lights out. Puts it up from 17. It's rebounded by Şengün. Boy, they're in a rough patch right now.
Yeah, momentum is definitely not on their side.
And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill against the best post of...
Oh, connects again!
And this guy is just a historically great scorer.
And he stands alone with the 5th most career 50-point performances. Down low. Here's Smith. And a foul called on the way up. And coach doesn't like the call at all.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
With the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kessler. Niang comes in for Filipowski. Sensabal's checked in for Collier. And Bailey subbed in for George. For three, Durant. Utah grabs the miss. Here's lights out. And again for three.
Well, as the three-point bombs just keep raining down, he just moved up one more rung on the all-time list for three-pointers in a rookie season.
Well, you got to think he's going to be one of the biggest draft picks in the last decade, maybe 2. Hard to argue with how he's approached his three-point prowess. Thompson passes to Smith. And Durant with the big finish.
Yeah, one of the most skilled players we've ever seen. Durant just continues to dominate offensively.
Here's lights out, guarded by Van Vliet. Pass to lights out. Utah moving the ball around. Now Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, too easy for Nurkic. A big man who goes up strong. You have to meet him at the rim and counter his aggression.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Utah grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Bailey. Now here's Nurkic. Here's lights out. Defended by Thompson. Nurkic, a screen on Thompson. Here's lights out. Again, Utah, good for 2.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Bailey. The shot from the low post is good. Bailey's got his first points in this one.
And even if he doesn't have the wider frame some guys do, Bailey's not going to let contact keep him from finishing.
Outside Durant. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Capella, he's checked in for Smith. Here's lights out, guarded by Van Vliet. Thompson with a steal. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Fires the 3, and there's Van Vliet on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist of the night. Here's lights out. Good. He hits again.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. 1 second left, and another basket for Houston.
Well, he's been resourceful tonight, not wasting opportunities.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Utah ahead, delivering the blowout. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Happy to have you with us. Let's bring you up to speed on the winners of the Player of the Month awards. And guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No, Ernie. Shaq started it. I promise you, Ernie. It was not me. I never throw the first chicken.
Yeah, I can't believe you just snitched Kenny.
Well, I don't care who did it. You're both cleaning it up.
But Ernie, it was Kenny.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Rockets.
A lot of bricks out there reminds me of my free throw shooting. Enough to build a house. Come on, man. Take it to the paint. Man up.
Man up is correct. These teams often get addicted, Shaq, to the 3.
Thanks, as always.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. They've got Collier, George out there with George Niang, and it's Sensabaugh in at the power forward position. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half. Pass to lights out. Here's Niang, shot clock at 6. Fires from the wing, and the jumper is on the mark. Collier's got his second basket of the night.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Durant's shot is off.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Van Vliet against George. Here's lights out. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Lights out. That's good.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Outside Durant. Outside Eason. Outside Durant. From downtown. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Rockets. A moment here to see the numbers for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
The Rockets have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And here's Durant. 21 points in the game. Shoots over Collier. The rebound by the Jazz.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Pass to George from deep. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Outside Durant. Durant draws the double. On the wing, Thompson. George defending. Thompson's shot is off.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Here's Collier. Right now averaging 5. Good! Another from 3.
Well, with the way he's been shooting from distance, I can't say I'm surprised that he's now number 2 all-time in three-pointers made during a rookie season. I mean, he has been impressive.
Well, we're talking about some of the best shooters we've ever had in the NBA. I don't think it's an understatement to say we could be witnessing a generational talent. Nice shot by George.
Woo-hoo, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock, here's Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Durant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Slick dribble move by KD, allowing him to convert.
Here's lights out. Hits yet again. Wow! 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Here's Durant. George with a steal. The finish. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Pass to Van Vliet. Here's Eason. Sinks it from distance. Eason's got 5.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Eason with a steal. To the paint. It's hauled in by Collier. Utah has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Here's Niang. Off target with the 3.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Kept alive. Another shot. Durant inside. George defending. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 25 points in the game.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense is all about getting buckets, no distractions.
It's George on the wing. Pass to lights out. To the middle. Here's Niang. No good. Good D by Şengün. Here's Van Vliet. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists now tonight.
And sometimes you forget about Van Vliet's speed. When this happens, he's more than happy to remind you of it.
Down low. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
To the inside. Uses the glass on the layup. And that's now 6 points for Alperen Şengün.
You gotta love how Şengün attacks on the interior.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Back over to you guys.
All right, thank you, Allie. For the Jazz, Filipowski, he's checked in for Niang. Anderson comes in for Sensabaugh. And Lauri Markkanen subbed in for George. And then for Houston, Finney-Smith checked in for Eason. And Okogie is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Finney-Smith's shot is off. Utah has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Here's lights out. No good from outside. The Rockets have gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. And that one's good by Durant.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Throws it down, and the official calls a foul.
Timeout. Start it.
Calm down and do a better job taking control of the ball.
27 seconds left to play in the fourth. Pass to Kessler. Here's Lights Out. George passes to Lights Out. Shot clock at 5. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. And here's Kessler, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
The ball goes to Houston. Substitution for your Jazz. Number 19, Ace Bailey.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. You know, when you break down these teams, Greg, they are excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, so let's give credit to their coaches. They prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, you've got Lights Out. Also, George out there. Collier out there with George Niang. And it's Sensabaugh in at the power forward position. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Now here's Thomas. And it's Demon missing. And now Utah, fast break. Lights Out with the bucket.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Pass to Wolf. Here's Demon. The Nets working the ball around now. Over in the corner, Claxton. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Basket counts.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Pass to Lights Out. And another three for Utah.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Wolf. It's Thomas on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Claxton. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. Claxton's got his second basket of the night.
Not going to miss that one very often. Great job.
Back to George. From downtown, another three that time. A beautiful shot from Lights Out. Lights Out's got 11 points.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Thomas passes to Porter. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 5.
That was an emphatic answer by Porter Jr., looking to dominate him from beyond.
Pass to Lights Out. George with no one around. And Utah, another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, the Nets trading this summer for Michael Porter Jr. And after playing a complimentary role in Denver with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, he now becomes a focal point. He said he's not really a big city guy with all the traffic, but listen, he can expect plenty of crowding every time he touches the ball.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. Hey, Shams, thank you very much. Wolf, no good. Utah leading by 7. Lights Out passes to Niang, and that one drops.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Wolf. Here's Thomas. And again, it's the Nets missing. Utah's got a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Pass to Lights Out. Lots of room. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Nets trail by 11. Here's Demon. To halt the run. That one misses. 3 shots. All come up empty. Here's Lights Out. Guarded by Porter. Lights Out passes to Niang. It's George on the wing. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Lights Out with the bucket.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Pacers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now for the Jazz, they are still holding on to that #1 spot midway through the season. I really admire how consistent they've been continuing to play their brand of basketball.
So it's Utah now, following the bucket by the Nets. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 18 points for Lights Out.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Pass to Thomas. And here's Porter. A 3. A shot. No good. Here's Sensabaugh. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's Wolf. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Demon. From past the arc. Wolf, no good. Utah leading by 17. Sensabaugh, no good.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Thomas kicks to Porter. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Porter's gone 1 of 4 from distance. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Lights Out. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
and you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Demon. His last outing, 16 points for him.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Collier. Pass to Lights Out. And he's good on the 3-ball. Lights Out's got 26 points.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Thomas. The shot will not fall. Nice defense from Lights Out. You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And again, it's Utah.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Here's Lights Out. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Down low. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 11 points.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally. You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Here's Claxton. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. From deep, Thomas. The rebound by the Jazz.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Williams, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Demon. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story. Doing damage from deep.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the...
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
When it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Outside Thomas. Launches it. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And among the talented VIPs in attendance, Little Tech is here. Man, I wonder if tonight's game might be a source of lyrical inspiration.
I wouldn't doubt it. Nets fans know Lil Tecca can write just about anywhere, from a studio, live event, even on video game party chats. Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Man passes to Wilson. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Nurkic with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. They need this. Rebounded by Bailey.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Here's Johnson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the second free throw, good. It's been all Jazz. The 19-foot shot and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Lights Out's got 47 points.
Picking up that second foul early is tough. He'll have to be careful, and we'll see how much coach trusts him to not get that third.
The Nets shooting their fourth and... Timeout call by Brooklyn. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Lights Out there with Collier. Then there's George Niang. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. Wolf passes to Porter. Now, man, nothing on the board. 4 on the clock. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Aston Niang. He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's man. Outside Porter. Here's Demon. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Terrence Mann. Outside Williams. 5 to shoot. Out to the wing. Up top, Claxton. Porter outside. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Demon, no good on the 3.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for 1 more.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
The Jazz have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier. And Brooklyn making a change here. Thomas is checked in. Outside Porter. Here's Demon. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Richard Cam Thomas has been criticized for his shot selection at times. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Utah out in front, opening up a huge gap. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
In that game against the Knicks, clash of the Titans, going against the best team in the NBA. You have to minimize your turnovers, take good shots, and make big plays and big shots. That's a lot to ask, but that's what it's going to take.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Jazz.
Well, we all saw it. They've blown this game wide open with the 3-point shot. The defense is scrambling, but look, this is where they felt they could get their points.
Yeah, teaching floor spacing 101. We'll see what class is like coming out of intermission. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from lights out.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Wolf at power forward. And that's the group for Jordy Fernandez as we begin the second half. Here's Demon. Pass to Wolf. There's the pick. To the paint. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Here's lights out. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's got 60 again. I've never seen scoring like this. He's now tied the mark for most 60-point games in a year.
You know, to tie that mark, that's something I didn't expect to see in this lifetime. What a season he's having. Here's Sensabaugh to the inside. Connects again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. It's Claxton high post. And Claxton throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's lights out. Steps back and fires. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
And it's Demon missing.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Pass to lights out. A three-pointer, no good. Nets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Back to Thomas. It's Porter outside. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. From deep, George. Rebounded by the Nets. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Right side, Thomas. Slam dunk by Thomas.
Thomas is electric. He always makes things happen when he's on the floor.
Pass to lights out. The Jazz with another miss. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nets. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Puts it up from 12. No good off the front iron. Jazz have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Lights out with the bucket.
And he got loose from the 3-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Outside Thomas. The kick out to Porter. For the 3. Sinks the triple. Porter's got 22.
Something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Here's lights out. And the layup's good off the glass. Lights out's got 12 points here in the second half.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Outside Porter. Pass to Demon. Fires the 3. And again, it's Brooklyn with the 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Steps back. Here's lights out. Again, the Jazz score.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
On the wing, Porter. And the Nets, another three.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Utah's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. The three ball. Lights out, grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Lets it go from deep. Again, what an avalanche.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. And it's Demon missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Lights out, misses. Brooklyn's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointer since halftime. They're 4 of 7. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Utah's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Pass to Wolf. Outside Thomas. Now here's Porter. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Thomas. Lights out, grabs the miss. Lights out's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Sensabaugh. And the rejection by Claxton. Here's Wolf. And Claxton throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Outside Thomas. On the wing, Porter. No good from outside. The Jazz shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Here's lights out. Non-stop scoring machine here. Pass to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. And here's George for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Demon. He's got 7. And it's Utah with the rebound. Lights out's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And Utah, another 3.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Pass to Wolf. Thomas down low, defended by George. Here's Demon. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 6 assists here tonight.
His second triple of the half. Well, look, that's 2 more than he had in the first, so things, I guess, are trending in the right direction.
Pass to Collier. George sets a screen. Here's lights out. Good! Another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. Outside Thomas. Double team on Thomas. Here's Demon. Porter outside. The rebound by Collier. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's George. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Claxton. Swiped it away. In transition, here come the Jazz. And the shot goes in. And that's now 19 points for George. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Screen by Niang. Lights out, outside, George. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. From outside the arc, Lights Out grabs the miss. Lights Out's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Down low, here's Nurkic. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Nurkic has got his first points of the game. And the Nets with possession here. Left side, Williams. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Drills the three-pointer. Johnson's got 8 points.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
To the paint, here's Filipowski. Lays it up and banks it in.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Bangs home the trifecta. Porter's got 31.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Nurkic a screen on Johnson. Lights Out passes to Nurkic.
Nurkic not holding back at all on that finish.
40 seconds left in the third. Inside. Clowney, good.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
To the middle, here's Filipowski.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Johnson right side. Porter kicks to Williams. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Clowney. 6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. A shot by Johnson, no good. Good if it goes. Another one goes. Incredible. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
And so it's the Utah Jazz holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Walker Kessler is out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then there's Lights Out. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Pass to Lights Out. Puts up a three. They get it again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
There's a screen by Porter. A shot by Johnson, no good. The Jazz shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Trying to find man and gets it to him. And he jams it with authority.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Three-pointer connects again from distance.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throw? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Pass to White's out. Nice move. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the Flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And a wide open look for Porter. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Porter's got 36.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a...
And again for three.
It has been raining threes for him tonight, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep feeding him, right? How many more can he hit? Let's keep counting. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. From the top of the key, and good! There's another.
He's just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. GA, I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now. Williams can't get it to go. For Utah, they've gotten it done so far from the... And got it! Another basket.
And he's been out of this world tonight. Unreal offensively.
The points just keep adding up. Close to the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. Outside, Porter. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Man can't hit. The Jazz have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the 4th. A tremendous offensive outburst.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Porter passes to Man, and just miss after miss right now.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Johnson kicks to Porter. From the arc, the shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists in the game.
He's just a natural scorer who can heat up fast. Porter's offensive game big.
Good! Another from 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Timeout called the Nets. The Jazz making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Now, while we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not
to Demon. Here's Wolf.
Hey, who got him?
It's Thomas on the wing. Here's Demon. His three-pointer's off the mark. Utah has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been another bucket. Wow!
Tonight is one more for the history books. Once again, he sets the record for most points ever in an NBA game.
And it may not come as a surprise from him, but goodness, we got to acknowledge his greatness. What he is accomplishing is nothing short of legendary.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Utah calls timeout. Norkic checked in for Walker Kessler. Free throw good, Demon. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
It's Thomas on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Rebound, Utah. Here's Lights Out. DUKEZ trying to get open. Lights Out with the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Pass to Porter. To the wing on the left. Here's Demon. Count it.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Porter with the steal. Inside. And it's Demon missing.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there.
Connects again from distance.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the second most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is, quite simply, as good as you'll ever see from long range. And it seems, Richard, sometimes the best player on a team isn't necessarily their leader. You've been on a lot of teams, a lot of great players. Do you agree?
Well, at the very least, you need your best player to be the tone setter. They don't have to be very vocal, but their work ethic and their accountability has to be the highest. Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Jazz.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Lights Out.
He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
Here's Demon. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never